Hello, it's Rick. Welcome back to A Funny or You. I'm back with a conversation around developing quick wit. In the last video I did on quick wit, we talked about what is wit, and I made the joke about the difference between odor and humor, humor being a shift of wit. And I gave an example of I was at a get-together party. Someone was talking about someone's cheese that they brought, and they didn't know what kind it was, and it was Victoria's. And I said, well, no one's going to know because it's Victoria's Secret, right? Got a good laugh in the moment. Guess you had to be there, right? That's difficult with humor. I wanted to share another example, though, and this was from when I was a kid. We were sitting around the kitchen table. Our dog had been out and about, so to speak, off his leash, out of the yard. And he came back greasy and dirty. And my mom said, Duke, where have you been? Or what have you been doing? And in that moment, I said, looking for love in all the wrong places. Now, at that time, the reason that was funny, and my parents laughed, and we had a good laugh about that. But the reason why it was funny was the unexpected, right? The surprise. But it was also connected to a song at the time that was popular. My parents listened to country music, and I don't know who the artist is. I should have looked it up, but I apologize, I didn't. I was looking for love in all the wrong places, right? So just the moment where my mom asked the question, where have you been? What have you been doing? And I said, looking for love in all the wrong places, right? So that is wit. And it's quick wit because it didn't take very long for me to voice that connection. It's the filter, right? So there's here, let's break down the skills. One, listening what is being said, observing the situation. Then based on what was said, the comments, the questions, identifying, is there an obvious double meaning? Is there a literal meaning? Is there an upside, a downside, right? There's many ways you can go, and it's, let me encourage you to just let your mind happen. And this is how you develop your naturally funny, your personality, and you bring that into the moment, into the conversation. Have you been practicing? Have you been listening to what people say? And this is how it develops. So first is the inner game of humor. And that is listening, identifying opportunities. And in your head, you're coming up with some options you could use to make that funny. And then you move on to the outer game, and that is actually voicing what you are thinking and sharing that. And then that's the will to risk, and that's the will to fail. And that is where you will hone your wit, hone your humor, and you will become naturally funny and quick-witted. So listen to what people are saying. Identify those. Write those down. So I encourage you, get a notebook, voice recorder somewhere, and just start to pay attention, and then start crafting lines. All right, now here's a specific way you can practice, and that's a game from improv called 185 Whatevers Go Into a Bar. So let me show you how this works. 185 doctors go into a bar. The bartender says, what can I get you? The doctors say, we just want a shot. Or the bartender says, we don't serve doctors here. Why not? Give us a shot, right? So the game is bartender, drinks, everything associated with a bar, and then everything associated with a doctor or whatever profession you put in the blank, or whatever animal, whatever you're putting in the blank, a list, and you're looking for that intersection. And that is the fundamental skill that if you practice that, you will develop the skill and become quick-witted. Now, here's the point. I can give you all this information, but if I can't convince you that you need to practice, nothing's going to change. So I look forward for you to develop a funnier you. I'm going to keep making these videos. I'd love to hear from you. How can I help? What questions do you have? Let me know. All right, we'll catch you on the next one.